Now joined by Limerick Camogie boss John Lillis after this afternoon's 9-point defeat to Antrim. John's second day out in the league. Disappointing result, no doubt. But what do you take away from that game?
We can take away our first half performance was outstanding. We worked extremely hard. We started to win rucks. We created opportunities and scores. We've also outdone our score tally for the year, which is a positive. But we need to go soul search now and see exactly where it went wrong in the second half.
Yeah, Antrim really got a run maybe in the third quarter. I think he only got 2 points in maybe the first 20 minutes of the second half. It's probably too easy to say it was down to the wind. It was, the wind was a factor, and you could see it maybe in the first half as well in how he played. But there was more to it than that. Antrim really got on top in a lot of sectors.
They did. Their 11 started to come out and cause a bit of trouble. But our work rate, we are pushing hard at training. It is being tough. We're using the league for a springboard. Maybe we might have to look at reducing the amount of volume we do next Tuesday night in preparation for the Waterford game. Look, I'm not going to make excuses. Antrim got their opportunities. They took 2 chances. We got a number of opportunities. Got lucky with a goal that we scored. We've a couple of girls that's roughly their 5th game. Like 2 UCC girls, they had 2 extra times and the Ashburn weekend, full games last week. They are getting tired. So look, we need to look at our bench. Positive, Sophia Callahan got 15 minutes under her belt. Caoimhe Costello is also back training last week, so she'll be in directing for next week. Emma Kennedy's first run out this year now through injury. So there is loads and loads of positives, but it is very, very disheartening to lose by 9 points when there wasn't a 9-point gap. Yeah,
the panel, the team that was out there today, to me anyway, from my own knowledge, it looked quite youthful. As you say, I think maybe some of them only played 4 or 5 games at this level, some even less. What does that say about the team? I mean, in terms of their desire to get to this level, but I suppose also that maybe there is a little bit of a deficit, a gap that needs to be sorted out there.
There is a massive gap. Look, we started last year, we had 15 girls step away from the panel through retirement or other reasons. We built a good squad, we got going. At the start of the year, we have 7 girls from last year's starting team and squad missing again through injury, travel and other reasons. So again, we started off at a base, we got to a point and we're restarting again. Look, the girls are very young, they're inexperienced, they're learning the gym, they're learning what it's like to play at senior level. It is going to take time, but playing against the Antrims, the Wexfords, the Waterfords, Down and Offaly in the next few weeks are going to stand to them. So it's great from that point of view that we have good competitive games. Then we have to look, we have 2 massive games coming up against Down and Offaly in the last 2 games, and then we're into a Munster Championship. So we still have plenty of time. We still have loads to work on. We're in transition. Look, I know everybody uses it, but unfortunately any team that has to deal with the amount of turnover that we have is fair play to them. It is a difficult task.
I want to go on a bit of a tangent. Last question now. The news, I suppose, I think it was late Thursday, maybe early Friday, with Cork players looking to pull away from, I suppose, this All-Star trip. It doesn't do any favours to Camogie. We've seen the thing with the UL Ashburn team recently. These things aren't helping Camogie nationally, provincially, locally. It doesn't do anything for the game, and this is another, I suppose, negative of what's really holding Camogie back. Would you agree?
Oh, totally. And without pointing fingers at anybody, we were told the Munster Championship had changed this year, where we were supposed to play everybody and they're all going to be part of double header. So we had 4 championship games, and if you got to the final, fair play to you. If you didn't, there was an opportunity to play in a Shield final again. Now they were pulled by White Crow Park, so we're going back to the old form of knockout. We've one game against Clare the 29th. If we win that, we get another game. If we lose, we have another break. So that's disappointing, where the promotion of games is not there. Like, if you look at the ladies football, they have a great product. It's promoted to the last and they get loads and loads of publicity. But to be fair, I totally agree with the management of Cork and those. Like, you're 1 week out from championship, you're sending a third of your team. Now we're lucky, well, unlucky in one sense. We'd love to have a load more All-Stars, but we don't have anybody, so we are not in the same boat. But if they were sharp players, we'd have to send players over and we'd ask them. It's not fair on them. 1 week out for a championship, it's a great opportunity. The question I'd ask is, would the GAA ever consider it? Like, Camogie at the minute is the poor relation, and I'm not trying to be negative to anybody. There's a lot of good people fighting for Camogie throughout the country, but not being able to get pitches off the GAA, not being able to get access to facilities off the GAA. Like, we had asked for the Gaelic grounds for today, we were told it wasn't available. What's on the Gaelic grounds at the minute? There's nothing there, so why can't our senior team play in the big pitches? Kilkenny are playing Galway, Nolan Park, Cork are playing the Parky Queeve and stuff like that. So we're only looking for a bit of a level playing ground. Access to pitches for training, we're very, very limited to where we can get. Fair play to and big massive thanks to the clubs that give us their facilities, but it's the Camogie. If it was the GAA, it's a different story. I think the stakeholders need to come together and really, really look at where you want Camogie to go. We're either going to promote it and make it a marketable product for people and the younger players, or is it just going to be there, we're going to fill weekends in a calendar year. So look, it's disappointing with the whole lot and what came out during the week, but look, hopefully the powers that be will see sense and really look at promoting Camogie in a positive light.